Right. Let's go. It's Sunday morning. Time to get into the gym. I've got I think I'm finally getting over this cold. Not too much back pain. So it should be a good session. So I've got the week ahead coming up tomorrow, which I'm always excited about, and this week in particular is going to be a big one. I've got I'm going to be starting to do some marketing for one of my businesses in New Zealand, which I'm hoping that I can get some initial customers for. The cool thing is I already have 2 customers and that business is already profitable. So all I need to do, is add some fuel to the fire, and then I'll be able to start expanding the team pretty quickly. And that's where I'm going to get in some salespeople and some marketing people, because fortunately the product's already built. So I built that product out as part of being in the business I started with my brother back in 2018. So I built a CRM product for our brokerage that integrates with a bunch of lenders. And so we capture a customer finance application for a personal loan or a car loan, and then we can submit it off to multiple lenders. So that was already built as part of the brokerage. So then when I left the business about a year ago, I took the software with me, and now I'm spun up a new company called Dealify. And so Dealify, I'm now targeting at car dealers because they also have that problem. So a customer comes in and wants to buy a car, and they apply for finance. Now what you don't realize is the customer is the person you're talking to at the dealership then captures all your information in a form and starts typing that into a lender's portal that they think will probably approve you. So they'll try with the lender they have the most confidence with, and they'll type it all in. There's like at least 50 data points of stuff they're typing in about you. And then they'll submit it to that lender, and if it's approved, everything's all good. You get your car, you get your finance, you get your car. The problem happens when it is declined. And now they go, okay, well I need to type all this data in to the next lender. And they start typing it all in. And then if it gets declined at the second one, often they can't be bothered trying a third, and you're just a decline. You don't get your finance, you don't get the car. The business doesn't get the sale. So Dealify sits there, so when they capture your information, they can submit it to the first lender. If it's a decline, hit the button to the next lender. If that's a decline, hit the button to the next lender, and so on and so on. So that's the business. And all I need to do is pick up some initial customers to get feedback. And from there I can rapidly iterate on the product and make it better and better, and try and capture some market share into the New Zealand car dealer space. So that's what I'm doing next week as a big focus, which I'm really excited about. But also, as you may or may not know, I run 2 businesses. So Navexa is my other business, which is far more established than Dealify. Been doing that for about 4 years now as a proper business, and there's some big B2B opportunities in there as well. So that product, while it works really well for an individual investor like myself, as a financial advisor, that helps you provide services to your clients where they can track performance and do their tax returns and that kind of thing. So it's a really good add-on for advisors as well, and accountants for that matter. So that's going to be a big focus going forward, is marketing that product as well. And what I've realised with Navexa, it's gotten to a particular point where I need to start delegating out a lot of stuff, because I'm only one person with a limited amount of time, and I need to start bringing on some other people into the team so that I can get some software stuff built without me having to do it. I can get some marketing stuff done without me having to do it. And we're already starting that, but we brought in some new blood into the team a few weeks ago, and he's already killing it on the marketing side of things. So just to keep building on that momentum, and that's how we're going to expand both businesses. So, pulled up at the gym just now. I'm going to get in there and I'll see you afterwards. We're back at it. So, what I was saying about delegating. So, I heard someone the other day, and I can't remember where this was, maybe on X or Instagram Reels or something, and it was a business person talking about delegation, and he was saying there's like various sticking points with a business, and the first one is usually at when a business is doing 300,000 a year in revenue, and at that point is where the bottleneck becomes the business owner, because they're trying to do everything and they're not very good at delegating stuff. So I want to take that on board and start delegating more things. And I think it's tricky, because in the short term you can get hooked into this thing of, but I want the money myself, like I'm running the business to make myself money. But again, it's that delayed gratification thing of, well, yes, I could take this money, or I could use the money, reinvest it in hiring another person or another two people who will ultimately be able to grow the business even more. And so at that new level of growth, I'll be able to take some money, but also be growing faster. And then, of course, I'm sure, like, even at that point, you'd have the same things where you'd be like, or I could reinvest all that money and grow it even faster. But we'll see when we get there, to be honest. I think I'm really excited about bringing some people in to do some key roles, rather than like myself and my co-founder Tom with Navexa. We've been doing all the roles for quite a while now. I do support, development of the product. I do marketing activities like going on podcasts or contacting new partners. I run the paid ads. I'm strategic thinking about the business overall. There's a lot of stuff to do. And like, imagine if I only had to strategically plan the business and the rest was taken care of. And I know that's easier said than done, because you need people to do the other roles, and to have those people you need the money to pay for them. And that's usually the sticking point. It is for us at Navexa anyway. We don't have enough money to hire for all those roles. But that's kind of the goal to get to. So the aim from here is to slowly get people in to chip away at all of those things, so I can filter down what I have to do to a very specific thing. And then I can really kick ass at the basics of that thing. And I think just nailing the fundamentals is basically the key. Not doing any complicated stuff. It's just getting those basics right and doing them really well. I think with anything, and this is outside of business as well, people just don't get the basics right. And when you don't have the basics right, you have a crap foundation and you can't build on top of that. So, I know there's a lot of talk going on there about various things, but what I'm hoping to do is, like, in a year's time, I can rewatch this. First of all, go, 1 year ago, Nav, how naive he was. He thought doing this thing was a good idea. The other part is, I remember when I was starting on that journey, and now look at where I've got to. And I think if all I get out of this is just a diary of essentially daily entries of what I'm doing in business, in a year's time or 5 years' time, I'll be able to look back and really be able to see how far I've come, which has been really difficult for me to do over the past few years. Like, Navexa is way further on than it was 2 years ago, yet I still feel like in the moment I'm at the same place, which is just ridiculous, because 2 years ago I would have done a lot to speak to someone like me where I am now. But wow, how did you get to that point? What are the things that you learn? So that's what I'm hoping these videos are going to do for me. Hopefully you get something out of them too. Hopefully when I hit the massive big time, you'll be able to rewatch these and go, that's how he started. He wasn't just an overnight success. Or if I don't hit the big time, you can watch these videos and go, well, that's lessons on what not to do. Either way, work on high leverage activities today, whether that's relaxation or work, and get after it.